athletes are saying?
I don't know if it's exactly the best Canadian Olympic team for Summer Olympics, but it's one of them. And it's so cool to finally meet athletes from all other disciplines. You know, our volleyball team, we are together so much, but we're great friends, but it's cool to meet other Canadian athletes that have been on the same path and just to experience their success. It's been amazing.
We're live on CP24. Come down. First of all, tell us your names, volleyball players.
Volleyball players, Justin Duff.
Yeah.
Rudy Rudy.
So what was that like competing in your sport in a country that is just, lives and breathes that sport?
It was actually great because the first game we played in the U.S. and the fans were very much on our side, and have like a educated volleyball public, cheering you on was great.
And what was the experience like in Rio? There's so many challenges going into the games, and people here, I can tell you, thought things may not go that well. How did it feel from your end?
From an athlete's point of view, we didn't really notice all that bad hype. I think the Canadian Olympic Committee did a really fantastic job of going there and making sure when the athletes arrived, everything was going to be smooth. And that was our experience. I mean, we had no problems in the village and kind of all the media behind that, but it was an awesome experience.
So what's next?
What's next? Oh, there's a lot of stuff next. 4 more years of volleyball, that's the hope. And Tokyo 2020, they put on a great show. Rio did in closing, but I think the Tokyo delegation kind of stole a little bit by the end. So everyone's excited for that. Everyone's looking forward to that.
Likewise?
Yeah, same. We all have maybe a week off, and then we head to our professional clubs. So that's a quick turnaround, but we love playing volleyball. So
where are you from?
I'm from Calgary.
From Calgary?
From Winnipeg.
Dennis Pratt, thanks very much.
Thanks.
Good stuff. Good stuff. A couple of players from our men's volleyball team who unfortunately didn't medal, but they did pretty well. In fact, they won a couple of games in the prelims that people weren't expecting to do as well. And yes, the first of our athletes now arriving here at Pearson Airport. Terminal 1 arrivals. 2 planes coming from Sao Paulo and Rio. We are expecting players from both the men and women's volleyball team today. Women's soccer team, entire women's basketball team will be arriving. Rugby sevens, our Canadian women. First time the sport was ever played at the Summer Games, and we won a bronze medal, very exciting. Rosie McLennan defending her gold medal in trampoline will be arriving this morning. And many of our top women's swim team, and the women really were exceptional at these games. In fact, 87%, or 84% rather, of all of our medals at the 2016 games were won by women. So girl power reigning supreme in Rio. And we're going to be seeing Brittany McLean, Kylie Moss, Sandra Mainville, Michelle Williams, and Penny Alexiak. Proud Penny, beach homegirl, is going to be arriving here at some point to meet and greet so many fans, so many of the hundreds of people that have come here. The kids, especially the young kids, have made up signs just to see Penny. They're really enchanted by this 16-year-old girl who went to the games with aspirations just to learn and hone her craft in the pool and prepare for 2020 in Tokyo. Instead, she ended up pulling off an incredible result. 4 medals, a gold, a silver, and 2 bronze. Now we're waiting along the gauntlet here for more athletes to come out.
And
the swimmers apparently are very close. Gritty?
Yeah, George, do you know who else we are expecting to trickle in on that first batch of...
I do not. We're not really getting a heads up other than the swimmers are on the way. So there is an athlete on his way down here. I'm not sure who he is. And when he comes down, we'll be able to speak with him, Gritty.
All right, that is CP24's George Lagajanis at Pearson Airport at the arrivals, where athletes are starting to make their way back home. We will be checking in very often here as the athletes make their way out of the arrivals, and hopefully George can grab as many as he can for a clip. Pretty neat information into our newsroom. This is from CTV's Omar Sachedina. He said that before the flight departed Rio, that first plane that came back, the medal winners who were on board were announced on the PA system and everyone clapped. He said the crew at first actually forgot to mention, believe it or not, Penny Alexiak when they were announcing the athletes that were on the plane. Of course, Penny is Canada's most decorated Olympian from these games and also the flag bearer. So Penny was actually then announced separately, and Air Canada crew also handed out small flags to passengers with a sticker that had the hashtag Fly the Flag. And then, of course, as you saw, as that plane touched down on the tarmac, firefighters were on scene as the plane was taxiing to provide a water salute. So some pretty cool knickknacks from these flights that are coming back with our athletes, George.
Hi, Gurdeep. Hi, Gurdeep. We've got out. What's your name, sir?
Eric Wolfel.
Tell me what you do.
So I competed in lightweight men's rowing. I placed 13th in lightweight men's sport, which was an outstanding result, one that I'm incredibly proud of. Because I had the opportunity to represent Canada at an Olympic Games, which is not something that you get the chance to do every day. And my placement was a wonderful experience because it represented 11 years of time in the sport that have shaped me into the individual that I'm incredibly proud of and something that I'm going to take forward in the next part of my life.
Do you plan to compete again?
You know what? Time will tell. I'm not going to make any rash decisions. The reason why I compete in rowing and compete in sports is because I want to find out how good I can be at discipline, how good I can be at teamwork, time management, work ethic, things like that. So I'm going to go home, spend some time evaluating, see if I need to do those things better in sport. And if I do, I will continue. If not, I'm going to go pursue something else because I want to be the best person that I can be.
Well, medals are the measure, but there's so much more to the Olympic experience. What was it like for you in Rio? Well, you know, between competition.
Yeah, it's a great question. So there's obviously intrinsic and extrinsic motivators. It's a combination between the two. For me, internally, I wanted to be the best that I could be. And I feel like I did that down in Rio. Externally, of course, everybody wants to win a gold medal. Everybody wants to have $1 million. Everybody wants lots of things in life. But you don't always achieve those. But it's the process of getting there that matters and shapes you the person that you are.
What's your name again?
Eric Wolfel.
Eric, you've got a can-do attitude, brother.
Thank you, sir. Yeah,
I think
thank you.
if I ever get back in the gym, you're the guy that's going to motivate me.
Yeah, let's do it.
Eric, good stuff. Congrats again. You represent us well.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Eric Wolfel, a 13th place finisher in rowing, and that's a big part of the Olympic experience. Again, you know, we always talk about gold, silver, bronze, and it is measured. It's all about that, right? It's about the podium, owning the podium. That's the Canadian mantra. We didn't necessarily own the podium. We never really do in the Summer Games, but we certainly are renting much better real estate these days when you look at how well we did, even beating the projections because, you know, Olympic Committee originally had us, I believe, they were shooting for 19 for these games, one better than we had maybe gotten in London at 18 medals, and we beat that with 22 medals. So if that is the measure, sure, we did better. But when you look at the kind of medals we won, and the athletes that won some of these medals were ones that weren't even expected to be on the podium for these games, looking forward to 2020, I think that's the exciting thing about Team Canada and the future of sport in this country, amateur sport, is that we've got so many young people who have so much more ahead of them, including, of course, Penny Oleksiak, the one we're all waiting to see. Because there's a young girl, Gurdeep, that did something even Michael Phelps never did in the pool. He was at his first Olympics at 15, and he did not medal. But Penny, in her first games at 16, not only medal, she got 4. Now we're waiting for more athletes to come out, Gurdeep, and when they do, walk down the gauntlet here at the TIFF-style press line. We'll be talking to them, and we'll share that with you.
Yeah, you know, you bring up a great point, George. If you look at Penny's trajectory at 16, you know, her coach, I believe he said, why can't Penny become the most decorated Canadian Olympian of all time? Winter or summer, why not? If she's 16 now, she's got Tokyo, she could conceivably do 4 Olympic Games based on her age, and who knows how many medals she could reel in.
Mm-hmm. And what a family of athletes, Gurdeep. You know the drill. Run down the Oleksiak family tree.
Yeah, her brother Jamie Oleksiak playing for the Dallas Stars. Her parents, both athletes. She also has another sibling who's an NCAA rower as well. So yeah, it's a pretty incredible genetic tree. George, we'll let you catch your breath, and we'll talk to you again just as soon as we see some more athletes. Thank you. Now making its way into the arrival sign. It's some autographs, and eventually talking to our profile again. They were one of the teams that everybody fell in love with in London, and we fell in love with them all over again in Rio. They picked up a bronze medal after losing to Germany and then beating the host country, Brazil. Some big stars there, including... And that is, sorry, the controller was just talking to me. That is Desiree Scott. We talked to her little sister who made a sign for her and was waiting to see her. And this is the family reunion right here of Desiree Scott. How great is this? Let's just take a quick little listen before we end the break. That's Desiree's mom.
Welcome home. Welcome home. So how was it?
Oh, it was amazing. It's crazy. I got off the plane and I was like, yeah, I was just at the Olympics. Cool. Oh, it feels it's so great. Oh, I have it. You want to see it?
Let's see the medal. Just packed up in her backpack with everything else. Oh my God. Oh, it's lovely. Isn't that gorgeous? Aisha Buchanan's bronze medal for the women's soccer.
Oh, yeah, these are my love. These are my earrings.
Well, what a cool moment. I think that's my favorite moment of the show so far, where she said, I have the medal. Do you want to see it? That's a bronze medal from soccer. I see, because this is what we learned. I didn't know that they give you that cool little box to put it in. And the box is so neat. It's like a wooden box.
So this begs the question, when Penny walks out, is she going to walk out with 4 medals around her neck? Is that going to be like the ultimate bling?
Wouldn't you just wear it around your neck if you had 4? That's just so...
No, that would just weigh you down. You would be lurched over.
You think you
They're heavy. No,
can get through security with it around your neck? You have to take them off?
I'm surprised they even have to go through
Put them
customs.
through the scanner?
Yeah, to go through customs like just the common people, I just think they should breeze through.
Let's listen in once again.
Okay, we're going to go back to our position on the red carpet. By the way, guys, a correction. That was Charity Williams from Rugby Sevens, Women's Sevens, not Kadisha from soccer team that won the bronze. We're coming back now because it's time to get in line to get our swimmers. Excuse me, kids. Excuse me, kids. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Oh, we're showing off more medals. We're showing off more medals. Let's see the hardware.
Ooh, there it is. Wow.
Hi there. Hi, excuse me. We're live on CP24. What's your name?
Destiny Clement.
So, show me your medal. Awesome. What'd you win it for?
Women's soccer.
Your soccer player. So how was that competition for you guys? A real roller coaster ride of emotion, huh?
It was good. I mean, the whole team, we all had a really good tournament. We won 5 out of 6 games, and yeah, everyone just played really well, and I think we just definitely deserve this.
Medals are the measure we've been saying all day, but it's so much more than that, right? The Olympic experience. What was it like for you?
It was my first Olympics. It was really good. The vets on our team were so good about kind of just showing us the ropes, and everyone really enjoyed it. And yeah, I mean, it was just an incredible first experience. Couldn't ask for more.
Where's home for you?
London.
London?
Yeah, so almost home. Close.
Almost home.
Close.
All right, thanks very much again.
Thank you.
It's fantastic. So yes, from women's rugby sevens bronze to Canadian women's soccer bronze. A lot of those players now coming through, making their way through. Hi, I'm George from CP24 News. How are you? Hi. What's your name?
Michelle Prince.
So, tell me about your experience in Rio.
It was amazing. I mean, coming home with the bronze is a surreal feeling, and just really excited and happy to have had that moment.
And your future goals and aspirations now in terms of sport and everything else?
Yeah, well, I have one more year of NCAA soccer, so I'm going back to that now. Ohio State.
Ohio State.
Yeah, so just going back there, hopefully have a good season, and then focus on pro and 2020, I guess. So.
What a sports environment at Ohio State, huh?
It is. It's an amazing environment. Yeah, it's super fun. We have a huge football team, and they've had a lot of success, so it's just a fun school regarding sports.
Where's hometown?
Ajax, Ontario.
Ajax.
Yeah.
Thanks so much. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
It's just such a beautiful experience here, guys, to listen to these young athletes, these young women. And we know that the games really did start and finish with girl power. 84% of all Canadian medals, all 22 won, were by women in these Olympics. And it's just an exciting moment here to watch so many young people also competing, but all these young people that are pushing behind us to try and get close to their heroes and meet them. And the crowds have really built up here at Terminal 1 arrivals. It's a remarkable thing to see the flame being shared, and so many of these young girls, especially here, wanting to get close to their heroes and talk to them about what it was like to compete at the Olympics against the world, and with their hopes and dreams to maybe do it themselves sometime in the future. 2016 was amazing in Rio. 2020, the table's been set for Tokyo. I'm just waiting for some of the other athletes to come through. We're expecting many more of the team sport athletes from soccer, women's soccer, both men's and women's volleyball. Women.
These games, hitting 22 medals, making waves too in two sports that are the deepest fields, which would be track and swimming. Those are the two most competitive sports in terms of number of athletes competing, and we did so well in those two sports, which we do not typically do. Give me a sense of the excitement there, just the number of people, the media. Is this what you expected when you had this assignment this morning? George, you still with us?
Yes, I am. Sorry, Gurdeep. I'm just talking to my producer on camera because we are next in line to speak to Erica Wiebe, gold medalist in wrestling. This will be exciting. Wait for it because you want to hear from her. She had a wonderful experience. Taking time for the kids. Hi, Erica. Hi, my name's George from CBC24 News. Hi. Congratulations, welcome home.
Thank you. Look at this. It's amazing.
It sure is.
Yeah.
Where is home for you?
Home. I grew up in Ottawa. I was born in Ottawa, made in Calgary. I grew up in Ottawa. I just had the best childhood, the best opportunities to do all sport and to, just have such a fulfilled life in Stittsville, Ontario. And then now I live and train in Calgary, Alberta, and that's truly, what has been the difference maker. The coaching that I get in Calgary, that's what's made me who I am.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Can you hold that up? Let's see what that looks like. Gold medal. Man, oh man, I got really emotional when I watched you win the medal because I could see it coming, just pouring out of you. You've had a couple of days now to marinate. Now what happens for you athletically and personally in your life?
Well, this is a surprise, so maybe there'll be a couple more surprises in store for me. I'm just excited to keep moving forward. I started wrestling not for this kind of glory. It's truly, one of the most amazing sports. And so, I'm excited to get back on the mat, get back to training. I'm going to compete in September in Azerbaijan.
Where is home for you?
Home. I grew up in Ottawa. I was born in Ottawa, made in Calgary. I grew up in Ottawa. I just had the best childhood, the best opportunities to do all sport and to, just have such a fulfilled life in Stittsville, Ontario. And then now I live and train in Calgary, Alberta, and that's truly, what has been the difference maker for me is the support services and the coaching that I get in Calgary. That's what's made me who I am.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Can you hold that up? Let's see what that looks like. Gold medal. Man, oh man, I got really emotional when I watched you win the medal because I could see it coming, just pouring out of you. You've had a couple of days now to marinate. Now what happens for you athletically and personally in your life?
This is a surprise, so maybe there'll be a couple more surprises in store for me. I'm just excited to keep moving forward. I started wrestling not for this kind of glory. It's truly, one of the most amazing sports. And so, I'm excited to get back on the mat, get back to training. I'm going to compete in September in Azerbaijan. And definitely look for me in 2020. That's my goal.
And it's an individual sport, but it's a team sport in so many other ways, right?
Yeah, 100%. I wouldn't be here without the teammates that I have and the support that we've gotten. And I was heartbroken to watch my teammates not have the day that they wanted in their competition. But the six-pack will be back, and we'll be hungrier than ever in 2020.
Thanks, Erica. So proud of you.
Yeah, thanks.
Congratulations. Erica Levy, gold medalist in wrestling from the Rio Games. What a smile. Just beaming, Gertie. Tell you can feel the excitement just vibrating off of her. And now you're looking down the line there. That's Kia Nurse. She'll be the next person we get a chance to speak to.
And Erica Weave, by the way, winning gold in women's freestyle wrestling in the 75-kilogram category, one of the 22 medals that Canada brought home. And you mentioned there, George, there's Kia Nurse. We were talking about famous sporting families. Yeah, she's part of another one. Her brother, Darnell Nurse, the defenseman for the Edmonton Oilers, a top 10 draft pick for the Edmonton Oilers, and their uncle, some football quarterback named Donovan McNabb.
Yes, I've heard of him. Donovan McNabb, one of my favorites, former Philadelphia Eagles quarterback, retired now. Yeah, we'll be speaking to her the moment she can come down past some of the other media. This gauntlet. Everything's gone kind of out of whack here. We had a much better spot in the lineup, but you know how these things go, right? Yeah. Once a few cameras go down the way, and then a lot of the kids, and you can't, what are you going to say to a kid? A lot of these young kids that are about, knee-high to an ant are squeezing their way in between us to get their autographs, so we're not going to get through because it's their day too, right? This is for family, but it's also for these fans because I'll tell you, a lot of these young kids, these are the faces of the next wave of Canadian athletes. These are people I'm going to be talking to again, maybe in 4 years at the arrivals here after Tokyo. They're 12 now, but they're going to be competing in the future. Hi. George from CP24, how are you?
Good. Kirsten.
Hi. So, how were the Olympics for you?
They were awesome. I came 7th in my best event, which was okay. I was honestly aiming higher, but really happy to be in the final and so happy to be back in Canada right now.
Where's home for you?
Kelowna, British Columbia.
So you got Connecty going there right after this?
In a bit. I'm visiting grandparents.
Oh, nice. So what is in the future now for you? More Olympics? More athletics?
Yeah, I trained down at the University of Minnesota, so I have 1 year left there, and then I'm going to train the following 3 years in Canada for 2020.
Dennis Proud, thanks for
Thank you.
Sure.
And George, I did just see, I know while you were just doing an interview, I did see Kadisha Buchanan. You heard that loud roar from the fans there at Terminal 1. I believe that was for Kadisha Buchanan, who just came through, so we'll keep an eye for her.
Hi. Hi, Diana. Congratulations. Tell me about the Rio experience.
The whole experience? They didn't disappoint, for sure. The best parts were the fans. We weren't in Rio, we were in satellite cities, and the fans, especially in Sao Paulo, were incredible.
There were, from this side of it, watching the games, there were so many challenges going in, so many things that people feared could have gone wrong, but it seems like it all kind of came together.
And I think that's the way it always goes. There's always something for an Olympics. This time it was infrastructure and politics and Zika, which are major issues, but where we were, Olympic bubble, everything went seamlessly, no problems.
So tell me about competition. How did it go for you personally?
The team played fantastic. In other tournaments, we've kind of warmed up into the tournament. First game was a bit shaky. This time we came into the Olympics firing, and I think the first game set the tone, and we just took it up from there.
And what are your future plans now?
I'm going to take a week off at home, and then the NWSL season in the U.S. is still going on, so I go back to my pro team in D.C.
Where's home?
Oakville, Ontario.
Congratulations. Good stuff.
I don't think that's
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
All right. Awesome.
That's Diana Matheson, a two-time bronze medalist now with the Canadian women's soccer team. Of course, what a run for them. They won bronze in London 4 years ago, and then they were a perfect 5-0, the only team in the semis that was undefeated. However, they lost to the German squad 2-0 after Kadisha Buchanan took a foul, which led to a penalty kick in the first half. Germany had another in the second half. Canada ended up playing Brazil for the bronze medal, and they actually beat Marta and the host Brazil in a tough bronze medal game to claim their second straight bronze medal and really capture the imagination and the hearts of the Canadian viewing public once again, George. And do we see at all, George, Kadisha Buchanan? I know I heard a loud roar when she came through. She's kind of got the red braids in her hair.
We are equidistant from Kadisha and Kia, so whichever one wraps up with their respective interviews first, we'll get them.
Perfect. And I know,
I can tell you that.
Go ahead, George.
Go ahead, Goody. No, you go ahead.
We're so Canadian, the two of us, George. This is a real Canadian moment right here.
I'll hold the door open for you when I get back.
I'll grab you a coffee. So listen, Christine Sinclair really, I guess she still is the face of the team, and she was the one who really had the headlines in 2012 in London. But this Olympics represented for the Canadian women's soccer team a bit of a passing of the torch, too. What a lot of soccer insiders will tell you is the new face of the program. You're looking at her right now. This is Khadijah Buchanan. Let's listen in from Kia Nurse right now.
George from CP24, how are you? Nice to meet you. That was some emotion. For you, from you, what was it like now? You've had a sort of chance to marinate a couple of days.
I mean, the experience as a whole has been unforgettable. Something that I'm gonna definitely learn from in a lot of different ways. And the support and to be an Olympian at 20 years old is something that's extremely special and something that I find weird for me to say. But definitely just an unforgettable experience, something that is never gonna resonate for probably.
You know, from our end, watching it through TV, it's one thing. Do you, in any way, shape, or form, feel that patriotic vibe, the whole nation behind you? Does it sink in while you're there?
Absolutely, and I think that's something that we talked about as a team, just because it was the messages that we were getting on social media, the messages we were getting from family, friends, emails, people passing things along. It was just incredible to feel that the amount of support that we have from this country, and then to see it against other teams, see how other teams are getting the same support, those kind of things. I'm a team sport, but it was all about the bigger team and Team Canada and every single athlete that was participating, and that was an incredible experience to be a part of.
And what was the Rio experience like, big picture? Because there were so many challenges going into the games. There's a lot of fear that some things could go very badly. I think for the most part, it went okay.
Yeah, I think it went all right. I had a great time. I was okay with the village. All that other stuff it was all up to par. I mean, it's a once in a lifetime experience. It's something that you're never gonna get to experience again, especially in that situation. And then the next one might be a little different. You never know. So it was definitely something that I'm never gonna forget.
We're so proud of you. Thanks for doing this, crowd. Congratulations. Kia Nurse, basketball player. Hi. Hi, Rose. Hi, what's your name, sir?
Deanne Rose.
Hi, Deanne. So, tell me about your medal.
It's bronze. Yeah. I love it, yeah.
You play soccer, right?
Yeah.
It's a team sport. How much were you able to learn from Christine and the others that are probably going to be passing the mantle down to people like you?
Yeah, I mean, I learned a lot. This past 10 months has been like a roller coaster with them. I just learned they were here when they were my age, so they just have so much experience and so much to teach.
Why football? Why was it something that you chose to pursue versus other sports?
My parents just put me in it when I was young, and I just always played it, always loved it.
So now going forward, what are the future plans when it comes to soccer, life, everything?
There's a couple U17, U20 World Cups, so we'll see if I attend those.
Good days to be a Canadian soccer player.
Yeah.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
First medal, many more to come, right?
Yeah.
All right. And the kids have found the Ranger Deep. I love this. You know what? If this was TIFF, you wouldn't see a bunch of kids getting a chance to squeeze in and meet their favorite movie stars and producer directors. But it's a different ballgame out here at Terminal 1 arrivals, international arrivals, as our Olympic athletes are returning home from Rio and returning home from Sao Paulo.
Yeah, that's right. We actually see a little hug there from soccer teammates there, Ashley Lawrence with the white headband, and there is Khadijah Buchanan right there, who we know has a major following. She's just 20 years old, but she's already regarded as the future of the women's soccer program. I know she has a ton of fans. I did see some Khadijah Buchanan jerseys earlier when your cameraman was panning around. This girl is a legit star, George, on the back line for Team Canada.
We're just going to let her sign a few more autographs. These youngsters come in here. We'll try and talk to Khadijah.
Got a whole lot of young fans for Khadijah.
Hi. Hi there. Oh, first it's hugs.
Hugs and autographs before you, George.
Hi. Oh, I'm sorry. I got in the way of another hug. I didn't. Good morning, Khadijah. I'm George from CP24 Breakfast. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Is that family or just strangers?
They're all family, all everyone's family.
So tell me about the experience. What was it like? We watched every second of it at home.
Yeah, it's definitely an amazing experience. Just beating a top team, Brazil, at home at its finest. So
it's definitely an amazing experience for me and for the team, for the country, for my family.
Talking about this with Kia from the basketball team too, you know, there's so much patriotism that comes with as part of the Olympic package, right? From our end to you, do you feel that on the other end? I mean, I know you're surrounded by fans in the stands of the games, but do you feel that just incredible injection of patriotism that an entire nation's behind you?
Yeah, I definitely feel it, but I mean, I was there 4 years ago, and I knew how the country got behind this team. But when you're actually there, it's hard to keep focused with the social media and how many people are saying congrats. So you just try to tune it out to the end. But I know I was on the other side of that, and I know the fans were behind us the whole time.
You got to put that stuff down at some point and just, you know, put the phones away.
Yes, definitely. There's always like social media blackout hours, just to keep the mind fresh and not let any outsiders take your energy away.
Good point. So, what's next for you? Goals, aspirations, plans?
Back to school tomorrow. Yeah.
Tomorrow?
Yeah. Got college degree to finish. Got a last season to finish. So after that, then we'll see.
It's good to be on. It's good to meet you. Thanks. Kadisha Buchanan, one of the rising stars, as you said, Gurdeep, on the back line for Team Canada. Soccer is in good hands. Oh, but Gurdeep, that's a problem with soccer. I'd embrace it more, but you can't use your hands.
They can use their hands when they're hugging, though, as they come home, which they are doing right now. There is Kadisha Buchanan, a big part of the back line. And you know that women's soccer team, very interesting. John Herdman, the manager who put the team together, said it was a mix of veterans, it was a mix of youth, a really good opportunity that all blended together very well for Team Canada. The average age just over 25 years old, so it will probably be a very different-looking team. A lot of the youth will be there, but some of the veterans will not in Tokyo in 2020. George, you are the hardest-working man in television anywhere this morning, so we're going to give you just a little break as the athletes continue to make their way through. We've seen women's soccer, women's wrestling, we've seen some volleyball players come through so far, some rugby players, still more athletes to come, and we are going to continue to follow this live on CP24 Breakfast. But right now, though, let us of Rosie McLennan. Hey, George.
We got a whole bunch of stuff. Yes. Hi there, Gurdeep. Family. Hi. What's your name?
Jane.
Jane. John. Waiting for Rosie.
Absolutely.
She's on her way.
Yeah, she came out and gave us a little hug, and we got back in now for the...
Oh, you haven't seen her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Already quick.
She snuck out.
She's snuck out. That's not good. All right, so did you have any fingernails left watching her go through the motions again? Here we go.
Well, we've seen it many, many times,
Yeah.
and yeah, we were hopeful she'd do well, and it was a great joy that she won. I think it was quite an honor. She had the flag at the beginning of the event, and so the gold medal and the flag are fantastic.
I don't think it gets any better than that.
No, I don't think it does either.
But on any given day, there were 5 or 6 girls in the competition that could have won, and it just was her day again. Fortunately, we were, you know, she's not more than luck, but it was very, very good that she won.
The work ethic, the constitution that your daughter has, something pretty special. It's got to start there. When did you recognize that in her? How young?
Age 2.
Really?
We started at the cottage with little charts, and we had the cousins along with her siblings, and they just worked on coloring off their square. In terms of learning new activities, they had to do it 3 times, otherwise it might have been a fluke. But I think she learned to go through progressions there, and it just progressed from there. Her brothers took her into trampoline, so the rest is history.
She's pretty strong-minded and strong-willed, and she loves the sport. And I think that compound with each other, loving the sport and being strong-minded are probably the secret to her success.
Because a lot of it's a lot of solo sweat and tears, right? Where all the hard work that we never see, the stuff that goes into it, but then she needs the support base behind it and underneath it, and that's you folks too, right?
We're certainly the support, but you know, fair credit to Dave Ross, the coach. There's a few other people at the gym that she works out with every day, both at Toronto Athletic Club and Skyriders. But again, go back to her strong-mindedness and strong will. Yeah, a lot of sweat, a lot of hard work, and she's pretty tenacious.
She also wants to take this and build a platform to encourage kids to get out and get playing, get back to the play yard, get the parents out volunteering to run soccer teams. And if they're able to donate to Jumpstart or something else that allows kids who can't get on the playing field to be able to. So she's used the platform in a way we're very proud.
We're all proud of her.
Thank you.
Yeah. We really feel like she's part of the cut. She's part of all of us now.
Yeah, for sure.
Isn't that something?
Yeah, no, it's great. It's great. And, Penny has also done a fabulous job in Rio, and I think she and Penny are getting to know each other a little bit, and I think that's helpful. Rosie's 27, Penny's 16, so there's been a grandmotherly love there. It can be a role that Rosie plays going forward. I think that's good news, too.
Want to be a veteran at 27.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Well, it's more important that you're a good role model.
And she is that. Well, thank you so much. It's a pleasure to meet you both. And we'll talk to your daughter, too, if that's okay, before she comes over and finishes things up. Got some flowers and stuff for her is here as well.
Yes.
The mayor of King City that came here.
Oh, hi. Broke up to me talk. Hi, George.
Hey, George, how are you?
Good. What's your name?
Steve.
Hi, Steve. Mayor of King City, you've got a whole bunch of good stuff here. What's in here? Is that a banner? Oh, this is the banner? Oh, let's see it. Oh, man, well done. Wow, when did you get that made up?
Just for today.
You must be incredibly proud, huh?
Oh, huge. Rosie's a great ambassador, not only for King City, but for all of Canada. She's done great things.
Yeah, they say music is the universal language. For me, it's sport. I think sport right there.
Yeah, and Rosie's kind of the trifecta. She got the only gold in the London Olympics, and then she's now a two-time gold medalist and the flag bearer.
Yeah.
So couldn't be prouder, and wanted to come down. Did it 4 years ago. We had a great event for her, and we're going to do it again.
Lovely gesture. We got to celebrate people when they do something that really brings us all together, right?
Absolutely.
Thanks very much. Sorry about wrecking the banner there. Get that wrapped up. We don't want to get that dusty. Thanks. All right. Good boy. It's Mayor of King City. All right, we're going to continue to talk to athletes here. We're going to squeeze back into our spot, though. Maybe while we're in a bit of a lull, Greedy will send it back to you in the newsroom.
Okay, good stuff. Really excited to see two-time gold medalist, trampolinist Rosie McLennan, 27-year-old from King City. Really excited to see what she has to say. She was really the face of the games heading into the games, the flag bearer at the opening ceremony, and quietly just picked up another gold medal. So Rosie McLennan, we are expecting other athletes to make their way through as well. We haven't seen Penny Oleksiak yet, so we are waiting on four-time medalist Penny Oleksiak to make her way through the arrivals and talk to our George Lagajanis as well. 7:18, 16 degrees. You're watching CP24 Breakfast. We're back after this.
It's an adrenaline rush. My heart still races.
Oh, shit.
Excited.
All right, welcome back. I want to get you to Penny Oleksiak. There she is, the hero of the games for Canada. A gold medal, a silver medal, 2 bronze medals. This is the athlete that a lot of people are waiting for. A ton of fans there to greet Penny Oleksiak from the beaches in Toronto. He won 4 medals in swimming, just 16 years old, and now a household name in Canada, seemingly overnight. Let's listen in, and George Lagajanis, feel free to jump in at any time.
Yeah, thanks, Greedy. Penny, just moments ago, just when we were coming back from commercial break, popped out of the door. We're told a number of the swimming medalists will now be coming out, the women. Hi, Penny.
You're one of the most decorated Canadian swimmer. And 16 years old, this is something where not only are you just coming home, but then you gotta go back to school.
Yeah.
How do you sort of wrangle that?
I have school again on September 6th, so I think I just need to get ready for that and prepare myself, and it's just all going to be pretty normal, I guess. Yeah.
Now this is definitely not normal.
Yeah.
For as long as I do, as you come in after a very long flight, tell me what you're making of this welcome home.
It's pretty great just to come home and see all these people who've been supporting me throughout the whole process of this, and honestly, I couldn't be here without everyone's support, so I'm very, very grateful.
Where do you want your home?
When I'm home, I'm just going to probably sleep a little bit more. Yeah.
When I I got a big parade planned for you. Are you ready for it?
Yeah, I just brought up my gold medal just because I think this is the one I'm most proud of, I guess.
What are you going to do with that?
I don't know yet. I have little boxes for them, so they're in there, but I'm hoping to frame them, put them on my wall maybe. Yeah.
And we understand there's a big parade planned for you. What's that like?
I think it's planned for like a bunch of other Olympians too, so I think I'll just be excited to be there with a bunch of other Olympians and just to see everyone supporting us.
And just lastly, how do you stay grounded? Because something like this is not normal. You're a young woman, and you know this is kind of intense. So what are you going to do to make sure you stay grounded as you move forward and focus on swim, which is of course what?
Yeah, I for sure need to focus on my swimming and not let anything else get to me really. But I think it's just my family and my friends are really going to help me out with that. They're all going to help keep me grounded, and they're not going to let anything pass up, I guess.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Well done. Welcome home. Can you share that one more time?
You know, George, one of the really interesting moments there, I'm not sure if you saw that, but the Air Canada official who's been the one kind of guy directing traffic and letting the media know who's coming out next and when they're coming out, even she was swept up by the moment, and she whipped out her camera and took a picture of Penny. Penny's that much of a celebrity, everyone needs a piece.
That's the power of Penny Oleksiak right now. This young woman is the sun, and we are all just planets orbiting her. That's kind of the way it feels. But you know what? You do get the impression that it is a little overwhelming for her. She's very young. She's only 16. I remember that again. And, you know, it does bear repeating again, Gurdeep, that she's done. I love to repeat. I'm a stats guy. You know that. You are too. First Olympics for Penny, 16 years of age, did something in her first games that even the great Michael Phelps didn't do. He competed at 15, I believe, in Sydney. Didn't win a medal. Guess who did? And won 4 of them at 16. What an incredible future this girl has in front of her. She could do anything.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. Beijing was really the coming out party for Michael Phelps in 2008, and Penny Oleksiak. And she had said going into these games she didn't really expect to do as well as she was going to do. She thought she'd kind of just put herself on the map a little bit, and that 2020 would be her coming out party. But no. And now we got some serious star power here, Penny, and in the back there that is now 2-time gold medalist Rosie McLennan.
I was so excited and really proud. I mean, I was having a lot of fun just being there, and really grateful to just be there. And then, yeah, it was amazing.
Did you find that it was a lot of pressure? A lot of people expecting you to repeat? I'm sure that is a lot of pressure to work with when you've already done so well.
I guess there's a little more attention and a little more expectation, but I knew going in that the most pressure would probably be coming from myself. So I was just trying to do everything in my power to be the best that I could be and see what happened on the day.
Yeah, for sure. And then now that you're done, you come up with the goal. What was it like afterwards, just to kind of breathe and relax?
It was a big weight off the shoulder, that's for sure, but it was really exciting, and then I got to cheer on some of my other teammates, which was awesome, and then, yeah, everyone got to come together and enjoy the closing ceremonies.
And you have some real big support here. The mayor came down to this year. Huge banner, and maybe spoil the surprise, but you have a lot of people here who are definitely rooting for you. What's it like to have that hometown support and that family support?
It's incredible. It gives you such incredible strength and calm. Definitely my family was in my mind. When I was competing, they were there too, so it was great to just look up and see them there and know that no matter what happened that they would be proud and they would be supporting me.
Yeah, I know your mom and dad are here right now. They're just behind us over there. And to see them back here is your home.
It's amazing. I mean, coming home to such love and support is always an incredible feeling, but yeah, I'm excited to actually get some time to hang out with them over the next week or so.
How rigorous has it been training for this?
Yeah, there is a lot of preparation that goes into it. I was training probably about 36 hours a week, but your whole life you have to make decisions to ensure the performance is good, and so yeah.
All right, thanks for listening.
What is more exciting at this point? Winning a gold medal or getting a personal sensation from training?
Well, we'll speak to Rosie when she comes back through the line.
It's pretty exciting. It's pretty awesome that he reached out to me about just because he's also one of Canada's biggest icons, I guess.
And now you are as well. What is this? How does that feel?
No, we actually have Penny Oleksiak.
It's pretty great. Just to know that there's kids that look up to you and people that support you along the whole way is a pretty amazing feeling.
What was that like back? Like, were you excited? Were you tired?
I barely slept on it because I think I was really excited to just get off the plane and get home, but I guess I'm home now and it's pretty great to be home.
You're live on Breakfast Television.
Yes.
Congratulations from everyone in Toronto and the beach especially.
Thank you so much.
What's it like just getting this crazy support for, they were supporting you as you were going in, but coming back with 4 medals?
Yeah, it was pretty unreal for me. I didn't really expect it at all, but coming home with 4 medals it feels pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely. A little heavy on the neck. I know you're only wearing the one gold right now, but also getting the support from the people here. It's been huge in Toronto. I mean, the support has been amazing. What's it like knowing that you have the support in Rio with your family, but also here?
I got a lot of messages from people from Toronto and from Canada in general, and just to know that there's all these people supporting you, it's pretty amazing just because you know that Canada has your back no matter what you do, and especially on that last day when I didn't perform as well, everyone still had my back, which is pretty good.
And also, right now you come back 16 years old. I wondered, can you even drive yet?
No, not by myself, but like I could probably drive a car if I tried.
You're going to train on that now.
Yeah, for sure. That's like my next goal, I think.
And did you expect anything like this? I mean, winning 1 is amazing. Yeah. Coming back as a record holder in Canada is also incredible.
Yeah, I didn't expect any of this. I just expected to go into the meet and maybe make a few finals, like test out the waters, get ready for 2020. But to come home with 4 medals and one of them being a gold is completely unreal, I guess. Yeah.
And you're coming back with a lot of supporters. Drake being one of them. What was it like to get that big shout out the day after?
Oh, it was so cool. I remember being in my room and like screaming and being like, guys, I think this is Drake who like actually messaged me, and people were like, no, I don't think it was. And I was like, no, it is. Like I was freaking out.
And so do you have concert tickets yet?
I think so. I think I'm going with Kylie actually, which is gonna be so fun.
Yeah. 2 Toronto girls going to the How heavy is it?
It's pretty heavy.
You can keep it on.
Okay. I don't know.
It's heavy to
sometimes.
Imagine having 4 on there.
Yeah, no, I haven't tried that yet. But...
And we heard that you were
But she said she wanted to wear the gold because that's the one that means the most to her. Let's listen in now to Rosie McLennan and our George Lagajanis.
You know, there's a saying, success is the fruit of discipline. All the years of training, it pays off. Do you think back to when you first started this? Do you have memories of when you first thought, this is something I could be really, really good at, and how that sort of translates to today?
Yeah, I mean, I remember watching Karen Coburn earn her spot to 2000 and watching her train that year and then stand on the podium, and I knew at that moment that that's what I wanted to be there too, and it was just such an incredible inspiration. She's guided my entire athletic career and helped me. Definitely inspired by the rugby sevens girls going out there and like being so fierce on the field, especially in their last game. And I think it definitely built up some momentum and motivation, and it's been exciting.
You're a veteran now, like me. But tell me, is it music? Is it internal? Is it stories? What gets you ready to race?
I definitely just listen to a lot of Drake, and I talk a lot, and I just try to get all my nerves out before I go up.
Well, so you're not one of the silent strong types. You're blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, I talk a lot.
Me too. Works for my job. When you're in the pool, when you're...
Other media as well, but we had a chance to speak with them, and that's the most...